everyone, happy Monday. Welcome, welcome. Checking in with all of our levels, etc. Hello to all of my regulars and some of our new folks. I hope you're here for all the right reasons, which is to move our body today with joy, with gratitude, with enthusiasm, with respect, and with a focus on well-being, not on caloric burning. As you might notice, I am free from the boot, which is great news. And we're awful bright today, which is also good news because outside is a gray day. So here's what we're gonna do today, everybody. We have a warm up. We're gonna get our bodies ready to go. This is my second day rebounding, so we are gonna spend some time on the rebounder. However, we are going to be low impact today and definitely mindful of just taking it easy, progressing nice and slow, and making sure that we are not overdoing it. Yes, that is for me and you as well. I've been given the go-ahead to basically work at 1/3 of the intensity where we were about 2 months ago, pre-injury. So that feels doable. And I've done a little warming up and pre-work, so I think we're good to go. All right, today is a core infusion bounce, which means we're gonna be doing some core work as well. So I'll ask you to have some weights just handy nearby, and let's get to it. So let's start with our legs nice and wide. Yes, I know, reach up. Ooh, it's been a long transition, big stretch overhead. Let's take our hands to our knees, bend your knees, and just kind of ripple your spine all the way down. Curl your tail under, roll all the way back up. Let's do that a couple more times. So big breath in, reach all the way up, stretch your ribs away from your hips, hands to the knees, shoulders away, little ripple through the spine. Good, curl the tail under, rolling all the way up. Let's do that one more time. Thanks, everybody. Yes, it feels good. I'm still in that mode of being just a little bit tentative, but so far so good. I've been doing a lot of toe exercising. Good. Take your arms out to the side. Turn your right shoulder inward and your left shoulder outward. So palm goes up on the left, palm goes back on the right, and then switch. And then switch. Let's just get our upper body warmed up so we can have a lot of breath happening. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Reaching. It feels so good to be back, standing on 2 feet. Ooh, we lost some light, but that's all right. It happens. Good. It's a super gray day, and I want to remind those of you who have not yet signed up for my fall renewal challenge. It is focusing on hormone health. Let's do one more. Let's take both arms forward, palms face forward. We're gonna bend the knees, round the back, and bring the hands together, and then straighten your knees. Let's flex our palms, open your chest, and then go again. So it's focused on how we can adjust our exercise choices, our nutrition choices, our supplementation choices, all in the support of our hormone health and in the support of the transition through the seasons as well. So I like to do this once a year because fall tends to be the hardest point in time of the year, last one for me. Good, let's take the arms out. We're gonna take a side bend over, all the way to the side, bring it all the way up, and then go in the other direction. Yes, good. All the way up, we'll go one more each side. Yes. All right, welcome, Joy. The crew is almost all here. Good, take your arms out to the side. Widen your feet a little if you need to. We're gonna take a lunge down on one side, just bending your knee, and then finding that inner thigh stretch on the opposite side. Good, bring it up through the center, and let's go down to the other side, pressing through your heel, all the way up through center. So the piece that's a little bit kind of interesting to me right now, let's go again, is really the ankle mobility. So come up on this side, we're gonna come down on the other side, and then let's take it all the way down to a lunge. Pivot your foot, bring your other heel lifted, and just pulse the hips down and open. A little bit of a stretch here. For 4, 3, 2, we're gonna take the front hand down, twist towards the bent knee, take a little stretch. Good. Let's lower both hands down. Let's walk it through the center and just take it all the way over to the other side, that long runner's lunge, just a little pulse. Everything I'm entering into today is just with a little bit of awareness, mindfulness. Let's take it. The twist, a little bit of breath. Good, making sure everything is good to go. Now, we are working through our core, so we're gonna take that other hand down. If you're ready for a plank, go ahead and bring your foot back into your plank. If you wanna come to your knees, you can. You wanna take your arms up on your rebounder, that's fine. Let's just find that plank. Let's just feel it. Reaching long through the crown of the head, out through the heels. Let's pike the heels and the hips up as the heels go down for a little stretch, and then bring it back forward for your plank position. And we'll go again. Lift it up. Folding at the hips, getting that long stretch of the calves. Back into the plank. One more time, bring it up. Reaching and press it forward. Good. Let's pike it up one more time. Bend your knees, walk your hands back into your feet, and roll all the way up, getting our little timer on here. And you can come on up to your rebounder unless you need a brief break. What are we doing here? All right, come on up. It's been a while since we've done anything on our timer, so let's come up with our legs hip-width distance apart. The option for my timer isn't even here for rebounding right now. That's funny, that's funny. There we go. All right, so our legs are hip-width distance apart. Christine is here. All right, good morning. Double woot for no boot. I like it. Woot for no boot. Okay, so let's stand really solidly onto the bottoms of our feet, finding a nice wide base, being sure that whether you're wearing shoes like me for a little extra ankle support or whether you're barefoot, that you have your big toe really accounted for, meaning you've got pressure down through that big toe. You are going to find your way into a bent knee. Hi, Flash. You don't look like you're feeling so well. I hope that doesn't mean you're gonna throw up on my live stream, huh? Hi, buddy. You say hi to everybody? Yeah, you're a good boy. You can go lay down. Yeah. All right. Good job. You just lay down right there, okay? There you go. All right. Flash is in the house. He honestly doesn't look good. Let's bring the arms overhead. Big breath. And then press it down. Just not on the carpet, friend. Good. Lift up. Choose anywhere else but the carpet. Why do they always choose the carpet when they're not looking good? Good, let's do 2 more. Reach it up all the way. He's okay. He might be looking for food too. Press it down. Good. 1 more, all the way up. Now, for everything we're doing today and all the way down, we've just done about 2 minutes of our health bounce, which is great for lymph stimulation and drain. For everything we're doing, remember you have the option to leave the mat if that's where you're at today. I'm not leaving the mat. I'm closed chain the whole time. So this is a perfect class for beginners. We're gonna start to do a little bounce, balance, tiptoe. I'm keeping my heels down, but you know, I'll show you on my right foot, you can lift your heel up. So let's try to find that beat. And the great thing about rebounding, as you know, is that it can be so beneficial in terms of creating that perfect environment for low impact cardio. So we don't have to push a lot, you don't have to jump a lot to get your heart rate up. If you are wearing any level of a heart rate monitor, let's say that we're easing in towards 60% of our max heart rate, which just means like you're hearing me start to talk, take a few more breaths. That's gonna be about where you are. You shouldn't be gasping for air. You shouldn't be, feeling like you're dizzy, like you're sprinting. It should be something that feels like you're outputting a good amount of energy and that you're starting to breathe a little heavier. Let's take it into doubles. We'll go 2 each side. Just push, 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 push. Good. That's right. Thank you all for bearing with me through the lower impact aspect, which I believe is just as important. Whoa, but sometimes I know you come in and you wanna bounce it out. You could be doing single hops if you wanna go really high intensity right now. As we complete these doubles, I wanna just introduce you or remind you of something we call the rate of perceived exertion. So that's an individual rate that every single one of you has available to you. And it's a rate, let's say, from 1, sometimes we go 1 to 10. 1 being I'm on the couch, I'm resting, I'm not exerting any energy at all. 10 being I'm sprinting the hardest I have for my life. Okay, I'm using all the effort I have. Good, let's go back to singles side to side. So right now, I'd like you to be working around a 5 or 6. And my question is, what has to happen in order for you to find that 5 or 6? So if 1's totally resting and 10 is sprinting the entire way, then how do you push a little more? How do you bend your knees a little more? How do you find a little more connection for that 5 and 6 aspect? Good. Stay right here with me for the singles. We'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. Let both heels down. Let it go. Excellent. All right, let's heel toe our feet in a little closer. And we're just gonna march it here. So I did say my feet aren't gonna leave the mat. What I'm not doing is a super high bounce. But we are just gonna do a little march, because that is well within our purview. And it's nice and stable. So my arms naturally start to swing across the body when I do marches. You may or may not find yours doing different things, but just do the best you can to have a defined shape in those arms so that they're connected to the whole of what we're doing. Now, watch. We're gonna take it out, out, in, out, out, in. Join me when you're ready. Feels so good. So happy to be back. No pain here. And I will tell you, if I start to feel a little iffy, then we'll scale it back. Good. Boom. What a gift to be able to rest for those 2 months. And obviously we kept going, but I think that's what's helped me stand back on 2 feet. I've been a little sore for the past couple days, but for the most part, things have been going pretty good. All right. So admittedly, right now I'm gonna say that I'm kind of around a 4. So what does that mean for me? It means I might pick up at least my right foot a little more, swing the arms a little more, walk a little wider, just to get back up to that 5, 6. What does it mean for you? Let's go. Got a nice beat, slow enough to work. If you can, pick up those legs a little more. I'm just being kind. You know I want to, that's the problem. But I don't. This is the biggest challenge for me of the whole rehabilitation process. It's gonna be pumping the brakes for myself every time. Boom. Good. Give me 2 more. Good. March back in the center. All right. We are gonna do doubles right now. Do 2 on the right, 2 on the left, then start with the left. I don't know if that transitioned well, but we need to get on the left foot, so we're good. All right, ready, out, out, in with the left. That's it. Good, all right. Sometimes just getting the brain to work a little bit is also part of the whole. Yeah, so we're gonna work on some balance too. Oh, Colleen's pumping the brakes too. Yeah, so remember, like, it's a great point. The perceived exertion is gonna be different for every body, but also different on any given day, depending on the energy that you have available to you. Let's just do a couple more. I know I'm kind of off the beat, we'll be all right. Today I'm wearing my I Am Capable shirt, now available as merch on my website, Jenna-Zaffino.com. And the capable aspect is recognizing that on any given day you have a different amount of energy. Let's come back to the center and just march it out. And it's not up to us to think about ourselves being like superheroes in the sense of like, I'm capable of everything. It is up to us to consider the energy we have that day and then what we have available in terms of activities that we have to do and activities that we want to do. Bring your feet down. This is a great time to do a basic bounce. If you're ready to leave the mat, I'm going to stay knees bent, just swinging your arms back or bouncing up and down. I can feel my foot fatiguing a little bit, so that's why I'm staying closed chain. But if you're gonna bounce, that is where you wanna go. Good. Now, our next little pattern, we're gonna take the legs out into a wide position, and you're either gonna jump out in the wide position or step out in the wide position. If you're stepping, we're going out, out, stay, and then in, stay. A little faster on the step. So out, out, stay, and then in, stay. Now if you're jumping, you're just jumping all the way out and staying out on your jumps. Good, jumping all the way together. That's it. Couple more like this. Step open. Where's that big toe, Jenna? Good, step close. There we go. Step open. Good. Step close. Now we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. So we're going open, swing, close, swing, open, swing, close, swing. That's it. Open. Now if you're jumping, jump with us. Or you can take this into some jumping jacks for our last 8 counts. We go. 7, 6, good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it open one more time. Open here. Stay right here. Hands on hips. You are either leaving the mat, okay, or just right here. Just find that bounce, pushing down, 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 down. Everything else is stable in the center. Good. All right, if you're jumping, come back down, meet me. We're gonna stomp 2 times. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Little marches. We call these 2 on 2 in the jumping world. And you can absolutely add a little jump to it. Jump, jump, yeah. I'm not gonna do it. But it's basically jump, stomp, stomp, jump, stomp, stomp. Good. Or you can stomp with me. Just connecting through the toe, through the heel. Good. That's it. Let's go 8 more. Go 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Walk your feet in to the center. Good. Put both heels down, both feet down. We're gonna go into a step, dig the heel. So we go step, heel, step, heel, step, heel. There you go. All right, let's keep working for that heart rate, that exertion, maybe around a 6. I'm not pushing a 7 today, maybe later in the week. And dig, and dig. Yeah, put your dance moves to it, Tracy. Get after it. Good. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull those toes back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Walk your feet a little closer. Calm the bounce down. We're gonna bring those legs as close as possible. Now, I want you to pay attention to your ankle alignment. In the event that your ankles feel like they're collapsing in, we don't want that. So I'm putting a little space in between my legs, in between my ankle bones. I have strong bungees on this one. I'm almost positive they're strong. They could be medium. They could be medium. Anyway, the buoyancy of the bungees is going to affect your ability to maintain that ankle alignment. So let's be sure that we are engaging well into the soles of our feet, okay? From here, take your hands across, fingertips to shoulders, lengthen up through the crown of the head. That's it. Start to engage your inner thighs. You're in one long line, reaching through the crown of the head, shoulders down the back. Try to keep that weight evenly pressing through the soles of the feet as much as you can. Good. All right, we're gonna take our right arm by our ear, keep your left arm across, reach your arm overhead. All balance. If you need to take it out to the side, that's okay. We're just trying to vary all the positions so we feel what's available to us, what we're working with. Good breathing. Our RPE is probably down more around a 4 or a 3 right now. We're just concentrating. Bring it all the way down. You could have a mental RPE of a 9, but physical, not super duper duper. Yeah, excellent. Staying right here. 4, 3, 2. Bring both arms down to your side. Right now, if you want to take a pencil bounce, you can leave the mat or you can stay connected to it and just bounce through the center. Keep your legs strong. Keep your feet and ankles strong. Arms pressed into your sides, inner thighs. It's like 2 legs are acting like 1. And I'm just doing the best I can to keep those feet really aligned. If you're jumping, you're leaving the mat, trying to land right back at the place where you left. Breathing the whole time. We're here for 8 slow counts. Here's 7, 6, 5, you got it, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Calm it all the way down. All right, we're gonna take a little break from the bouncing. There we go. Grab a quick drink and then let's grab a medium to, let's say medium dumbbell. So we're gonna do a couple of different exercises here. I'm gonna choose a 15 only because I've been working a little heavier. So let's have our dumbbell somewhere close by where you can get it. And then we're gonna come onto our knees for a moment. And let's see how we wanna set this up. Ideally, your leg is just out to the side, but not kind of hurting yourself whatsoever. In the event you need to do this on the mat, it's totally fine. I know not everybody is comfortable with their leg out to the side. I'm just hugging in a little bit. Our top arm is gonna come behind the head. And our objective here, if I put my fingers onto the frame and I kind of rest my wrist down, our objective is to rise up to the fingers by lifting our torso and then, let's see, squaring towards you. Lifting up here, lowering down. Lifting up, okay? So press your hips forward, reach that leg nice and long, press into your knee, fingertips by your frame. You can always do this on the mat. Reach your elbow up and down. Notice how it is not a big movement whatsoever, like not in the least bit. It's just a little torso motion. And you can get a little help from your hip muscles by tucking your tail just the tiniest bit. So you have your abdominals supporting, your legs supporting, lift and lower. Good. You're gonna feel a lot of side muscles. And you know, if you push off your frame, so be it. Sometimes we need it, right? Good, we're almost there. Let's do 3 and 2 and 1. Working the sides of the torso. Let's come down. Take your heel of your hand onto the metal frame. Find your support. Flex your foot. Lift it as much as you can. Lower it down. Good. Lift. Now your core here, your whole torso is working to maintain its shape as we lift and lower that leg. As we find the control, we go for 4 and lower. Good. And 3 and 2. Excellent. And 1. And go ahead and bend it on in. If you want to take a little stretch, we want to take our hands over to the right, hips over to the left. Nice work, everybody. Not the easiest. These are some of the ones that are, they look harder or they look easier than they actually are to do. All right, let's get ready for the other side. Make sure your setup is stable. Reach it out to the side. Press your hips forward. Breathe. Take your hand behind your head, and I'm doing the best I can to have my fingers out to the side. All right, we go up, there we go, all the way down. Sometimes it's hard to tell what is front for you. So I'm trying to square my hips and shoulders to the camera or the monitor. Good. And over. Because it's really easy to twist in this one. Good. Up. And lift. And lower. And up. All right, everybody. Keep going. Yes. Yeah, the rebounder is like the gift that keeps on giving. It's so hard to explain to people. We have 4 more. I keep telling them, like, somebody asked me yesterday, do I want to get the big one? I said, well, you can use it as a mat and it's awesome. So yeah, I would get the big one if you have the space for it, if you have the budget for it. Good, last one. And lower all the way down. That was my first purchase. Put your heel of your hand on the frame, press your hips open. Ready, set, lift that leg. We go up and down. Just giving that foot some energy, pressing out through the heel and lower. That's right. Good. Yeah, and sometimes just, I don't know, sometimes the novelty of using a piece of equipment helps you do the thing that may or may not have been like doable on the mat. You know, I'm a big fan of bridging those gaps. Let's go for 4 and lower. Lead a little more with your heel than I am. There we go. Caught myself. 2 and good. Last one. Up and lower. All right, come onto your knees for just a second. If you need to stand, that's fine. So I'm going to give you a description that I used the other night in my class. It may or may not work for you. Take your hands and do the best you can to bring them around towards your lower back, just above kind of your, maybe where your pants go, definitely on your kind of high waistline. And what I want you to do is hinge forward from your knees. So as you kind of lean towards the front of your knees, of course without falling, sometimes you can feel a little bit of your back muscles. The way I described it is kind of puffing up into your hands. So as you lean forward, it's almost like 2 like long balloons here and here, can you see, get blown up. These are called, I'm always aware of the anatomy police, just go with me for a moment. I know it's not exactly accurate, but this is your multifidi. This is amongst other things. And these muscles, they help to bend you, they help to stabilize you, and they kind of act as like the back of your girdle of strength, so to speak. So, oh yay, Christina, I'm so happy to hear that. I know you've been struggling with the ribs. So here's what I want us to try to do here. We are going to get the weight in a minute, I haven't forgotten about it. Let's find a handhold. I'll go here. I'm going to move my bungees out of the way just to use the frame. And what we want to see is if we can feel that same kind of space and strength on the back. So when I say round your back, it looks like this. When I say puff up your lower back, it's more of a stabilizing, a lot like a plank. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do a couple of rounding and arching. So round over, stretch out that area. And then arch forward, stretch out the front body. Ooh, we need that a little bit. And then round over, good. And then stretch out. And one more time, round over. This time, instead of arching, just come to the place where you feel like you are centered, a long spine, okay? Find yourself in this place where your back feels wide. I describe it as puffing it up. You might describe it differently. Slide your legs together. We're gonna bring, let's say, the right leg back, okay? Keep that back. So this is what usually happens. Keep that back puffy, you see? Not puffy, puffy. I don't know if puffy is the right word, I'm just going with it. We're gonna lift the leg without collapsing the back. Lower just to tap gently to the frame. Lift it and lower. Now put all your focus on the back, supporting with breath, pressing down through your supporting knee, pressing down through your hands. This is the place where I find that I get the most benefit by focusing up. Oh, you have the big rebounder too, Tracy. Yes. Yeah. I know, it's really hard to explain. It's one of those things. I always get into these random things that you don't know it until you feel it, but once you feel it, you're a convert. I remember I had an assistant when I first came over here, and I was like, I don't know why everybody doesn't rebound every day. And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure every fanatical fitness person says that about their thing too, Jenna, which is true. All right, lift that leg up and hold it. Now you can just stay here. Concentrate on your back, keep it wide, keep it supported, toe pointing to the ground. If you feel ready, willing, able, release your opposite arm. Okay, now if you're not using the opposite arm and just the leg, then just the leg comes in. If you are using the opposite arm, you're gonna come in, touch the hand to the knee, keep the back wide and supported, reach it out. Whoa, lose your balance, get it back, bring it all the way in. Focusing at one particular point is definitely helpful here. Good, keep that nice wide sensation. Feel those muscles expanding to support you on your back. One more, reach it in. That's it. Lengthen it out, find it, hold it, and release it. Go ahead and sit back towards your heels. You can open your legs wider. Good, little shift side to side. Yes. I love, my once popped rib says, thank you, body. Isn't that like such a good reminder? Let's find a rounded back again. Let's extend it out. Whoa. And then let's come to that kind of midway place where we feel a lot of support. Extend your other leg out, and we're gonna just lift it up, or we're not. I'm gonna change over a little bit and lower it down. Good. Lift it up and lower it down. There we go. Lift and lower. Yeah, there is a lot of things, everything is very heavy right now in the world for all of the obvious reasons. And I read a beautiful article about like just remembering gratitude, which is so hard because it feels like gratitude is kind of like cheating when other people are suffering. However, I think it's important that we just get to claim those little moments. We say, thank you, body, thank you, breath, thank you, mind, throughout every day. Let's go, let's lift it up, reach. And then if you're ready, find your support. Reach your opposite arm long, find it. Good, now remember, if you're just using the leg, then the leg only comes in. If you're using the arm and leg, you're gonna come in to touch, reach it out. Good, come in to touch. And reach. Call this a little spinal balance. It's all the stabilizing is happening around your spinal column and your arms and legs, of course, as well, but good. That's it, reach it. We go for 4, 3. Keep that back wide and supported. 1 more. Good, reach it long, hold it long, hold it long, hold it long. Replace it, bring it all the way down. Replace your bungees so we don't forget if you've moved them out of the way. And then go ahead, take another little stretch back. Breathe into that lower back. Good. All right, we're gonna roll up and have a seat. Do one more little series, and then we're gonna come back up and kind of bounce it out to finish. Now, Christina, I would say that if that rib, I know it's been a little bit since it got better, you might want to just be mindful about either using the weight, the distance that you twist. So I would say lessen range of motion and or omit the weight altogether, just in case. And or stay with the first version, which is just gonna be going down and up. And that goes the same for everybody. If you don't wanna use a weight here, that's okay. You can just use your frame to help. You can only go halfway. That's totally fine. Walk your heels in. I'm gonna take the weight at my chest. We're starting to curl the tail back, and then I'm really pressing my calves in as I roll down just to place my head down to the mat. And then we're gonna go up on 4 counts, keeping the weight as close to you as you can. So we go curl, press through those ribs. Now, remember that puffiness we just felt. I know it's not the best, but we're going with it. Press that part of your back against the mat on the way down and on the way up. All right, let's go for it. We roll back. Feel your back, your low back getting wide, connected to the mat. We roll down. We come up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Listen, I want you to try to do your best to keep it smooth and slow. You don't have to use the weight. If you want to use your hands, please do what helps you accomplish this action, yeah? We go down. 4, 3, 2, 1. We go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just one more here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 2, 3, and 4. All right, so the next variation is an option. I like it for engaging your obliques, bringing the 2 sides of your core together. But again, if you got any weirdness happening, just listen to the signals that your body is giving you. I see Christina saying, pumping the brakes, visualizing the whole picture of it. So I'm gonna show you with my hands. We're gonna go down in 4 increments. Now that might be for you, 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be for me too, or it could be lower. So 4 divisions of our full curve here. We're dividing it into quarters. You can choose to have your hands like a little Sound of Music pose. We're gonna rock back. Here's 1. We're gonna go side, side, center. Rock back to 2, side, side, center. Rock back to 3, side, side, center, rock back to 4, side, side, center. It'll be different when I use the weight. And then we're gonna come all the way back up. So we're only doing the twists on the way down, or you can just hold and breathe, okay? All right, getting that weight up or using your Sound of Music hands. Kick your heels in. We get tall. We roll back to our first quarter. Roll back, twist side, come to center. Roll back, twist, twist, center, a little back, twist, twist, center, one more back, twist, twist, center, and come all the way up to the top. Now you should know that one of the reasons why I'm able to do that with some strength is because of the back of the Seg B tool that you've seen me use. I'll show it to you in a moment. Let's do it again. Here we go. All right, roll back. Here we go. Back, twist, twist, center. Back, twist, twist, center. Little lower, twist, twist, center. Little lower, twist, twist, center. Come all the way up. We absolutely could do it on the way up too, by the way, but we're just being kind. We've got one more time. Ready, set, here we go. Roll it back, twist, center, back. Working my rib cage to touch my elbows. Back, rah, rah. Center, one more. Back, twist, twist, and press down to lift up. All right, let's take our weights, put it away, grab a quick drink if you need it. Water bottle sponsored by Grounds and Hounds. I'm not getting paid for it, so it's not a paid partnership, just they gave me it and I want to show it to you. All right, Woo, let's come back up for our final finisher. Let's just find our bounce. And as you're coming back into this awareness, I would like you to think about, what does it mean to be in this space with a newfound awareness of your core? What does it mean to bounce with a wide lower back? For some of us, you're gonna feel a little bit more, of that connection through the center. So let's just try the health bounce. Again, you can leave the mat right now if that's for you. If you come in late, we're rehabbing an injury, so we're taking it easy. All right, let's move into little bounce, balance, closed chain. Good. I gotta find my hip mobility again. I have been noticing that I'm definitely favoring one side over the other based on being on the scooter. Yeah, all good. Good work. Let's be here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Let's take those arms forward and back. We're gonna go both heels down, press the arms forward and back, just a little extra bouncing. And please, 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 if you want to leave the mat, I'm inviting you to leave the mat right now. Good. That's it. We're just about there, everybody. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it release. Let it shake out. Okay, let's just calm the bounce down just a little bit. Once you've calmed it down as much as possible, walk it back into center. I don't know why my shoes keep coming untied. Bring it back to that space where your feet are pretty close in the middle. And we're just gonna practice a little balance for the end. I'm gonna take my hands on my hips. If you want them out to the side, go for it. Let's pour all the way into our left foot, lift our right heel up off of the mat. This might be your balance for today. All right, we'll see. Find that connection front to back. We're gonna begin just to lift the right knee up and touch it down. And then up and touch. Good. So I'm giving kind of, I want to say props, but like, I can't think of the right word. Basically, anything that I have by way of balance is based on the fact that I got creative and kept moving throughout the injury. So that's the thing, you know, you can rest a body part and move other places, you know, and that keeps you strong, especially all our mat work. 2 more, last one, up, good, bring it all the way down. Take a minute, pour that weight down into your right foot, pop your left heel up. If this is it for you in the balance today, so be it. We're gonna lift it up and touch it down. Good, up and lower. Good, that's it, breathing as you go. Finding that one focal point. We go for 4. That's it. Up, whoa. And this is the solid leg. I'm gonna do one more. Good, all right, everybody. Let's take our feet just a little wider than hip width. If you wanna come down to the floor to do this, let's reach the arms all the way overhead. You can come down to the floor. We're just gonna roll down for a moment, reach to the front of the frame, let everything release, take a little hang back. Yeah, little hamstring stretch here. Good. If you are able to come down into a squat, this is a nice way to work on that ankle mobility. I'm getting better and better. I like to just be in the squat on the rebounder, or I'm using a balance pad or my MoveMate board and just kind of shifting the weight side to side. That does help. Good. When you're ready, come on down. Just bring yourself into a diamond here. Let's sweep the arms forward, take a forward fold. Just stretching out those outer hips. We did it, everybody. That's pretty good. Let's roll up. Take your hands back, chest on the sky. Good, slide forward. We're gonna bend one knee. I'll take this other foot. I'm gonna come out of our frame here. So flex one foot, bend the other knee, turn your body towards it, reach for the leg out. You can reach to the ground if it's there for you. Or you could reach for your toe too. Just give it a little pull back. We just want a little calf stretch here. Good. Roll it all the way up. Take that leg that was extended. See if you can place it over your knee. Press down into your frame, little outer thigh stretch here. I just like to go up and lean slightly forward. Aw. Thank you, Tracy. I had some strange dreams this weekend. It wasn't about running in sand. I like that one better. Go ahead and release. Good. Rotate, reach. I dreamt I was at somebody's wedding who I no longer speak at, who there were some transgressions in the relationship. And I haven't thought about this person for a long, long time. And I dreamt I was at their wedding, and somehow I ruined the cake and was trying to fix it. It was one of those like somehow I just messed up the whole front of the cake. And in the dream, I'm frantically trying to like make it better and you know, just running around, chaos, anxiety much? Just a little bit. Good, all right, come on up and then cross it over. Oh, it felt good, right everybody? I hope you have a good rest of your week. Remember to, you know, for as much as we are, I think it's extremely important to stay informed of everything that's happening in the world, to be supportive as much as we can be. But I think it's also important not to let ourselves get overwhelmed by it, because when we are focused on, you know, just continuing to put the better stuff out in the world than what we're seeing on the news, and doing the best we can to just like it feels helpless being on the other side of the world when people are struggling. But I think when we send that loving energy, when we stop, just like keep stopping hateful horror from entering our mind. That doesn't mean staying uninformed. It just means focusing on putting the better healing energy, helping each other, having conversations that are loving. That's what I hope for us. Oh no, puppy. Uh-oh. All right, so loving energy to puppy. The body awareness wisdom. Yeah, and I'll just show you all this last piece. So this might be particularly interesting for Christina. This is the Seg B. So it's essentially like a mat, but it has these keys. So as you're rolling down on it, let me put it the right way so you can see it. Let's see, getting it in camera. So as you roll down, you can work on your articulation. So you go one, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. It's hard when you go slow. And then as you go back, you try to keep them all the way down. Now this can even be like just a powerful visual for when you're on the rebounder, because I'm thinking of pushing against the mat like I'm pushing against these keys. And then as you come up, you try to go one, at a time. So anyhow, even, and my foot wave thingy too. So listen, the reason why I'm sharing this is I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram channel. So head over, I'm putting the post up in the next 10 minutes. So head over there and drop all the things into the comments, and you'll be entered into the giveaway, because this is a really wonderful tool for anybody in terms of engaging through your back muscles a little bit more. And I am in the process of developing some Pilates work for Backsync, which is the company that makes this for them. So we'll have classes, is the thing. So anyhow, thank you everybody for all your love. Yeah, go over, enter the giveaway. It's only on Instagram, unfortunately. I'm not gonna do it on Facebook. some mean people on Facebook. I don't go over there a whole lot. There's some great people in my messages. Not you. There's some other people who are really mean, so I stay away from that. I try to keep in the spaces of progress. So I love all of you. Good work today. I'll see you on Wednesday. We're core connecting on the mat and with a ball, so small ball. So make sure you get yours, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Big love to all of you. Have a good one.